Hey there, I'm Miska and welcome to HitScan. We've got some leaked Valorant images here. If you don't know, Project A is being called Valorant. It's pretty much confirmed by now, as we've had verified and then unverified Twitter accounts, along with, of course, all those trademarks listings. IGN South East Asia seem to have accidentally uploaded things to either their media server or to a gallery before their article or whatever is meant to go live. So we got some screenshots that are leaked, and I'm just gonna go straight to it because this is pretty exciting. There's a lot of stuff here. First off is this one right here of Reactor A. And this seems to be a new map. This does not look like the map that we saw over and over in the initial trailer. That had a completely different aesthetic to it. It could be that this is way in the back, but I kind of doubt it. This looks like a power plant or some sort of different map, at least, as the aesthetics are just so different. We do see Viper here, as the leak suggested that this character's name was on the right. And we're also seeing the AK-47 style weapon being fired here, of course, from the character view that we're watching. Not a whole lot more to add here other than we're seeing that poison wall ability out on the right as well. Hard to say who's attacking or defending here, but all in all a pretty cool sort of in-action type of screenshot. There seems to be a bullet coming from behind the person we're watching as well, as we got this bullet trail happening. Next up we got a character that I don't think we've seen before, or even in the leaks actually, which is this very odd looking dark purple and blue character with their knife out, ready to backstab a character we've for now dubbed Hat Guy or Cowboy Slenderman. Either way, this is a pretty interesting view, as we haven't seen this style of map either. This seems to be more of a deserty style location, somewhere in the Middle East or whatever, as the art and stuff would suggest. I really wonder what this character looks like though in full. It might be that hooded character that we saw in the leak, but that we didn't get to see in full previously, as they were locked in that image. I feel like showing an image like this just kind of screams that there is a sort of backstab mechanic though when you have your melee weapon out. Gonna have to wait and see until we have gameplay, but yeah, really interesting. Next up we have a map which I believe we've actually seen before. This, I think, is that long corridor that was in the trailer where we were sniping down in the first trailer. I think that's just on the right here, at least judging from sort of how the buildings look and such. There's an ability of some sort on the floor under Viper here, and of course Viper on the left is also wielding this massive light machine gun, which might be the one we saw in the kill feed in the trailer that the Hat Guy had in the trailer. Hard to say really, but that looks like Sage on the ice wall there as well. Sage on top of her wall trying to snipe at Viper, and I'm not sure if this is a laser or just a bullet trail. It looks awesome either way. There's this cool dragon here on the left as well. Another very action-packed screenshot, and yeah, really liking the look of this. It's very colorful, yet still pretty easy to actually distinguish all the colors, and yeah, it's pretty easy to see around the map, which is great news. A little bit unsure why it's so gray over here though in Sage's area. You can see the building behind her and then the trees as well onto her. They're all gray. Maybe there's something going on with the map there. After that, yet another screenshot that appears to be from that map we've seen in the trailer. This is just outside what appears to be the B site, judging from the marking on the wall, of course. This window here really reminds me of something that would be out of Counter-Strike, in like a middle of the site, just a mid window. We have a poison cloud, a poison smoke, whatever you want to call it, on the left side there that Viper has put up. I believe this is Viper we're watching from actually, and then we have Sage on the left, both using rifles of some sort, shooting at a character that I can't really distinguish, but it doesn't look like anyone we know of for sure. Hard to say. Let me know who you do think that is in the comments based on the leaks and stuff. Can't really say for sure, but this is a pretty nice view. Again, quite colorful, but still very easy to see stuff. No clutter really. Some interesting things on the wall here on the right. Appears to be the actual map though, in a sort of top-down view, kind of like on the radar. And I'm not sure if that rifle that Sage is wielding is new or not. It's a bit hard to say. We might have seen that before. After that we got, I think, another view from that reactor map. It looks a lot like it, at least based on where that vehicle is located and the boxes in the middle. It seems like this is basically from that person's perspective that the other people were shooting at. It's a different game, or a different round at least, but it does seem to be in the same sort of spot or around the same site. We got Viper on the right shooting at someone in that doorway there. It seems to be maybe the same character that we saw in the previous screenshot. Bit hard to say who that is. There's like an airstrike of some sort coming in and a big smoke in the back here. A lot of abilities being used and a lot of gunfire. And then we've got Cowboy Slenderman here in the bottom left as well, just sort of chilling. He seems to have some ability out though there. You can see that he's got something in his hand. A bit hard to say what that is, but it's kind of shining blue. And then there's something that's shining blue on the wall here. I don't know if that's a light or if that's actually some other ability that's also been used here. Really liking the look though of this map. Again, so clean, yet a lot of different cool side white lines. Actually, on the right here, in that sort of stone building, the sandstone building, it might be that was actually where that first screenshot, or not first, the second one maybe, where someone was being backstabbed. It might be in there that was taken. Kind of looks like it, at least to me. Same aesthetic of that building. Can't really see what the signs say here if we've got the same sort of language. But yeah, this could actually have been the same location as that other screenshots with the backstab. Let me know your thoughts on that. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, very cool, Mr. Riot. Next one is what appears to be in, well, I guess like an empty sort of marketplace almost in a way. Either way, a lot of Crossfire here going on. We're seeing this guy in that cool jacket that we saw earlier. We saw the same dude in the leak. And it appears the character that we are seeing this from is that same character that was doing the backstab earlier, based on what his hand looks like. The enemy they're shooting at appears to be what we've dubbed Air Lady or Wind Woman, whatever, the one with the kunais from the trailer. At least judging from the white hair and just idea of the general outfit. Not too much more going on in this screenshot though, no abilities it appears. Just a lot of gunfire and some muzzle flashes and just, yeah, some shooter action. Next one is in some sort of, well, garage or just inside area. All of these seem to be sort of like mid-fight type of screenshots. Not a whole lot of abilities in action here again though, but we got Cowboy Slenderman on the left. I think we're seeing this from Sage's perspective, and I think that's the same characters in the previous one that you're shooting at, which is the Air Lady, Wind Woman, whatever. Some cool graffiti going on here. Pretty easy to see around this part of the map too. Bit of clutter along the wall, of course, but I think that's also so you can kind of jump up on it and stand on it if someone comes out of that doorway, for example. This looks very crisp though, really nice. And I have no idea if this is part of the previous maps we've seen or not, but yeah, hard to say. This aesthetic is a bit different, but like we saw with those previous couple screenshots, it could just be inside one of the buildings that we saw, maybe even in one of the earlier images. Who knows? Finally, we've got this image here that's really sick. We've got, I think it's another bomb site or something, as we've got these boxes on the left which tend to symbolize sort of the objective from what I've seen so far at least. I've seen speculation around that too. We're shooting at a character in the window, there's one underneath in that garage as well. I don't think we've seen this revolver before though, but yeah, that's looking really sick as well. Same guy as earlier, the one with the jacket that's in front of those boxes there. Seems like we got Viper in the top and then below. I'm not quite sure who it is actually. Could be that Brimstone character that we saw leaked on Friday or Thursday, whenever it was. There's a lot of colors going on there too, so maybe he's like using an ability of some sort. I don't know what this weird effect in the sky on the left is. It could be that that is symbolizing something that's got to do with the objective, that something's happened there and then this fight broke out, something along those lines. I like that bit of verticality here though, and it seems like these boxes could be useful for example, the jump into the kunai ability that we saw in the trailer. Just a bit of elevation and a bit of vertical stuff to play with, really cool. This stuff that we see on the sides, these black pillars, seem very similar to what we saw in the trailer as well, with the sort of concept art or whatever that was going on. Something about the world of Valorant that we don't really know about just yet. But I'm sure we're gonna find out more soon enough. Tomorrow is March 2nd, and yeah, there should be some good stuff coming up then. Until then though, that was all the screenshots that we saw leaked from here. This was from IGN South East Asia, I believe, that accidentally just posted a bunch of stuff before their article had gone out. So yeah, someone came across that and threw it onto Twitter, and now everyone's got it. So yeah, good stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe, because we're definitely going to have some Valorant content, gameplay and more on this channel in not too long. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.